and thank you so much for joining me for Lunchtime Look. My name is Sharon Rogers and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And every Thursday at noon, I like to bring you a little creative break in your day by presenting you with a fairly quick project. Now today's project is one that is piggybacking off one from my Tune In Tuesday class. Let's get started. This is my card from Tune In Tuesday. You can see lots of white borders around it, which really adds a lot. However, it is much more time consuming. So as promised, I have an alternative. I'm going to use the same papers that I used for this card, just so we can compare the looks. I also have a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 basic white cardstock that I will be anchoring this to. But the first thing we need to do is we need to create our basket weave. I'm going to start with this blue piece here. And I'm going to have these strips going horizontally and these strips going vertically. So the first thing I will do is apply some glue here, and I'm starting with pieces that I think are 1 inch by 8 inches, something like that. And I have 3 strips of each. And now I'm going to go to the other one, and we're going to put that underneath. We need to leave a little bit of a space though. I'm going to try to leave a similar space that I left in before, when I was doing this before. Let's see, gotta make sure that that's kind of even, and you can tell it's even if it's the same distance, the same gap here all the way down. This one's a little bit longer, so I don't know what length they are, but they're at least 6 inches. All right, now we'll just keep going. Trying to make sure these gaps are the same. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we will weave the other way. So this is on top, so this one has to start underneath, over, underneath, over, underneath, and over. And we're going to make that, remember, so we're looking for some squares in here. Let's see, I think, can I move this one still? I can move it over a little bit. That's good. Just gonna straighten it out a little bit. Okay. All right, so there I have that. And then I'll go with blue. So this looks pretty good to me. My little holes in there, if I put the white underneath it, they all look about the same, give or take a little bit. It's okay if they're not exactly the same. But now I want to anchor some of these a little bit more, just tighten them up a little bit. So I'll just put a little bit of glue under some of these flaps. And now we're going to anchor it onto this. So I like to run mine a little bit crooked here. So this is pretty good. And let's see. Yep, that's good. So again, I like to flip it over. That's a nice side too. And we're going to figure out where to place this. We want to make sure it's on the entire piece here. And oh, I want my strips to run diagonal. So maybe I'll just put it on this diagonal right here and adjust it. All right, so that looks pretty good right like that. And let's just put down some of these corners here to hold it in place. All right, that's pretty good. We can fiddle with the glue once I get this side all cut up. A little crooked on one of them, but that's all right. So the look is going to be a little different because there's not nearly as much white. Oh, I forgot to put my microphone on. Oh well. Hopefully you can hear me okay. All right, this one shifted. So this blue one definitely needs some anchoring because it keeps shifting all over the place. Come on, blue. Oh, you were just working. Now you're being pesty. All right. There we go. And we can just sneak some glue under here. Ooh. I got glue everywhere. So let's make sure this is pretty straight. That blue is straight. Now I want to make sure that my green is straight. Okay. You can glue more as you go before you cut. I find this works just okay for me. I think, oh, here's another one. I think that's pretty good. Just one spot over here, I guess. All right. I'm bringing in a piece that's slightly larger. So we've got 4 by 5 1/4. So if I bring this in, looks a little bit different. We need, of course, our card base. We'll adhere this to a card base of cloud cover, just like we have on the other one. go. And let's see if we can find, we have that thanks sentiment, just like we had on the other one. We'll bring in our cloud cover ink spot that we created. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color to this so it stands out from the paper. Although white only would have been fine too, probably, because there's much less white on this card. But I want to compare apples to apples as much as possible. Let's put this on with some dimensionals. All right, something right like that. And then we'll bring in our pretty rhinestones and do the same thing that we did before. We'll take our little baby rhinestones and pop them right in these white squares. Probably a little one that goes up there, but I'm not going to bother with that one way up there. So here are the two cards. This one was much more intricate. We had a lot more to do here. This one uses same basic supplies, just less white. And it's also a pretty look. They're just different. So if you have less time, do this one. If you have more time, do this one. Today's card certainly took a lot less time than the one I created on Tuesday. It doesn't look nearly as high-end or polished. However, it is still a wow kind of card because of that basket weaving technique. So I hope you'll give it a try. Now, I do have an ordering special going on, and that started on Tuesday and will go through Sunday, June 14th, 2026. For a minimum order of $25 or more in my online store, you will receive the PDF tutorial for the Tune In Tuesday class and today's lunchtime look. If your order is $50 or more, then you will get that PDF tutorial and a class card kit mailed to you free of charge so that you can recreate the 4 cards, the 3 from Tuesday and the 1 from today. So you'll get all the cardstock and the designer series paper. You won't get the embellishments because that's a lot of rhinestones, but you can certainly add your own or just leave them off. If your order is $75 or more, you will get the PDF tutorial and the class card kit, and you'll unlock the June Stampin' Up! Product of the month, which is the Wild Bunch stamp set. It's a darling little set, and I can't wait to show you a class with it on the 4th Tuesday of this month. But there's one more thing. Well, actually, there's 2 more things. When you're placing an order in my online store anytime June 1st through August 31st, for every $25 before shipping and tax that your order totals, you will receive an entry into my Summertime in the Stamperhood Giveaway. And those entries are all going to go into one pot, and I will draw a winner in September, early September, which is, by the way, a new catalog season. And the winner will receive $50 in Stampin Rewards to spend however they'd like in the online store. But Stampin' Up! Has announced that from today through Saturday, June 11th through the 13th, there is free shipping on orders of $75 or more. So that's an added incentive in case you would like, if you're close to that $75 mark, go ahead and shoot it on up, because you're going to save at least $8 on shipping on a $75 order. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I can't wait to show you something new tomorrow night during Friday Night Live. Have a great rest of your day.